So this is the Hustle and Glow podcast, and this is Lola.
Hello.
Lola is new to the team. Lola, can you tell us about yourself? Like everything, just tell us everything. About you, tell us about you.
I identify as Lola most times, but my full name is Ololade, which a lot of people don't know.
I didn't know that.
Right.
Say it again.
Ololade.
Aloladi. Lo.
Ladi.
Ladi.
Yeah.
Ololadi.
A at the end. The
Ololade.
E. Yeah, perfect. Yay!
Pronunciation is important. Ololade.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I've shortened it to Lola for easier consumption, and because I don't really like people butchering my name.
That is like the goddess name of the highest power, but I've already told you about that. I love that name so much.
She don't make me blush.
But okay.
Cool. Yeah, I have been in New Zealand for about 15 years now. Absolutely love it. I also like traveling, anything to do with fashion, and now I'm in marketing.
I love it.
And I love it. I truly do love being a part of this team. It's been so cool.
I love her so much. Okay. This is so cool. Okay, good. So tell us a little bit about, I know a little bit about what you do and what you like to do, but what is on the horizon for you? What is it that you want to achieve in terms of goals and stuff like that, personal stuff?
I want total and utter freedom. Like freedom to do whatever I want in my own time. And obviously in order to get there, hard work and consistency. And for me right now, I feel like I'm planting seeds in like the different little industries that I like. So entertainment and fashion, they do go hand in hand.
Yeah.
And the overall goal is to be successful and just be really good at what I do and love what I do.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Thank you.
Oh, very good. Okay. So this is the new iteration of Hustle and Glow. We're going to be changing everything, including that logo.
I love this logo.
Oh, she's so sweet. No, I was just looking at it going, whoa, we need to change that. It's so different. And I think it's old. I don't even know when it was. It's in between 2014 and 2017 when I used to live in downtown Britomart. And this is me on the balcony taking a picture of the background because there was a little bit of ocean in the back. I'm like, hey, family. But meanwhile, I lived across from a brothel.
Oh, nice.
I live across from a brothel, and it was an apartment, but it was also a hotel. So interesting characters would be in the lobby. You're like, oh, okay. It was just, yeah. It was a really interesting time. And then, but if you turn right, you'll see Tiffany's.
Oh, blast.
So it's just like...
Customer service is important in both buildings.
Oh my God. So yeah, it was a really interesting time. But yeah, I need to change that picture. It's too old. But anyway, so today I actually wanted to get your advice from a perspective of a social media manager. And then I also wanted to give advice to business owners. Mm-hmm. So it's going to be kind of like, I'm going to give us a topic, or we can think of a topic, and then you from your perspective will approach it from a social media manager's perspective, and if you're a social media manager, this is probably what you should do. Mm-hmm. And then I'm going to speak to some tips for small business owners, and then we'll just go from there, okay?
Sounds good.
So I think one of the first rubs in particular is that there is miscommunication. So sometimes when that social media manager gets together with a business owner, the business owner will say, just do it. This is what I want here. But there's no goals. There's no like, okay, this is what I want to achieve. It's just, I need you to do my social media, and then literally walk out the door. So I'm going to give some tips for that business owner. And then also to, which I think you're really, really good at, is like just redirecting the flow of what that workflow is, mm-hmm. and what you need from your perspective. So in terms of like the business owner, so there's a couple of, and I'm going to try to be positive with this. knowing that business owners are kind of all over the place, just like people. Sometimes they forget to be courteous. Sometimes they forget to really make space and room for this incredible campaign that you want to put out there. And with that, courtesy and kindness to the people that you work with is really important. So I think with us, what we do really well with is that we invite clients in with us, and we first thing, and this is definitely not the American side. I think this is a total New Zealand side. We actually check in to see, how are you doing? How are you doing?
Of course, yeah, because I feel like it impacts the workflow either in a positive or a negative way, because obviously, like, we're all humans and we all deal with all types of things, and I feel like literally just that little "how are you" can be the difference in having a really nice solid workflow and productivity, or it can just be kind of like just dead end, you know, just knowing that they're okay, it means that they're going to be okay to like just expand their horizons. They'll be more open to like different stuff, more than so if it's kind of just like a work all the time. There needs to be a balance.
Absolutely. And then just like the friendliness of it too, I think is really important. So like I don't know, it's just not in LA. I didn't have that connection where you sort of talked a little bit about your personal life, but here it's I think more.
Yeah.
Is it me? Am I
no,
overshare?
No, I can relate. I think people are more chilled, and I feel like especially when you have clients that are on the same wavelength and the same vibe and the same energy, it's so much more easier to just have conversations and just have a balance. I think, and Kiwis are really chilled as well, like super easygoing people.
Yeah.
Most of them.
Well, okay. First of all, I love Kiwis in general. However, there's a little bit of an LA thing with them where they'll say, "Hey, let's do lunch," and then they never appear again. They've completely gone. And I'm going to say something really controversial.
Oh,
I think Oaklanders sound American.
Oh, they kind of act like it do sometimes.
That was a double slap.
You started it.
Yeah, well, I kind of call that one, but yeah. So it's just like for me, I still, I mean, I've been here since 2014, so it's still, I still like navigate and fill out people, but I think they're getting more Americanized. I just see it more, and even the accents. Like I will watch something, and I'm like, are they American? And then they'll do the little accent at the end, and you're like, oh, okay.
That's always really funny to me, being a country that was colonized by the British, yet extremely heavily influenced by America. Like it's amazing, the style, the music. There's so much American influence here. Like, can't even deny it still. I just don't understand how you have good grammar and you choose to go with the bad grammar.
Well, as a recovering grammarholic, which I've had bad, I still do. That's why I like Grammarly in particular. But and I set it to UK spelling because there's just a lot of mess in my little world. I don't know if it's choosing. I just feel like, you know, the American side just feels like we can do whatever the hell we want. And so if we want to rewrite how words are used in a sentence structure, we're going to do it. Didn't say we're going to do it better. I just said we're just going to do it.
Yeah.
So
Americans, you guys like rewriting a lot of things.
Oh God, this is such I'm nervous. But then I got to remember, I'm indigenous, so I'll say I'm okay. So it's all good.
Ally by default.
Ally by default. And by choice and love.
Yeah, that's important.
Yeah, it's very important. Okay, so going back to business owners, so things that the business owners need to do. They need to actually come in from a leadership perspective. Like they need to go, okay, this is what we'd like to achieve in the next 3 months. This is what our crazy dream is.
Yeah.
First, and then they're gonna look at you for a strategy. So the first thing, I think, rule of thumb is exposure. Cleaning up a website. We're cleaning up a Instagram account at the moment, and yikes, but you're just seeing some previous work done, and it's just not at the level where it should be. And so cleaning up that, making sure that it looks great, also having the client know that it's a different form of website. So I used to say this in the room, like if you were to go in the boardroom and you were to talk about a business, my generation is we're going to be going on our laptops looking for the website, while your generation is going to be pulling their Instagram up and looking at their profile.
Yeah. Social media has definitely shifted over the past something years. Like it's so, before when it first came out, it's kind of like this silly little thing, and now it's like one of the biggest business tools ever. So it's so important with anything to know what you want. What you want, because it's your brand. We're not going to be able to see the vision the same way that you see it. That's why it's your job to explain that vision to us to the best of your abilities, and then we actually implement it.
And
strategize.
I think one of the good tips too is like bring in or show us what you aspire to be. So if it's a competitor, if it's something that you really want, it's anything, and it could be as crazy as you want it to be. And also don't come with like, oh well, we're only on Instagram. We might want to expand that. There are also some brands that would do really, really well with podcast.
Oh yeah.
I'm trying now to get everybody on TikTok. Australasia, New Zealand, they're very slow at giving us like case studies. They're doing the best. They are sending stuff out, but actually Pinterest Australasia is doing a better job because they're able to give us numbers in terms of like who's on, what's the demographic look like for people that are actually looking at it. So that's really important. So TikTok is growing at such a fast rate that at the moment that's the place to be. I think it outdoes paid ads. Oh my gosh, I feel like I could go on and on about that. It's really, really important. It's also a great other way of another tool to really boost your brand in terms of SEO and finding you and all of that. So if a person were to come in and go, okay, this is what I want to achieve, this is what I want to do, and then do they leave the room or do we still talk to them about stuff?
Oh, we're talking. We are talking and we are planning. I feel that's why that first meeting is so important. It needs to be very, very detailed, because then you're essentially going to leave us with your baby, and you need to give us the diaper bag, you need to give us the milk, all of that, like all the formula, in order to actually make sure that we can grow and raise this baby to an upstanding citizen.
Oh, I love that. Okay. So with that said, so we probably need to talk about the strategy, how we're going to get there, what assets we need, what branding, font styles, all of it, so we can sort of start to it. Also see, I think with a lot of the clients, I always see how far I can go, how far I can push with them to see what we can achieve. So I always put it this way: we can grow it, absolutely, the Instagram and LinkedIn and Facebook, sure, that's one way to do it. Do you want to grow faster, I guess, is the conversation. And that with that said, TikTok is very good for growing a following. It's just one of those platforms that there's all the demographics. So it doesn't matter who you're trying to actually like market to, they're on TikTok. Or they're going to see a TikTok video, because even TikTok videos end up being recycled on Instagram. Right.
So it's like kind of like the foundation right now of just really fast growing content.
Absolutely.
And it's so important to know how to use it, and just don't box it as like, oh, it's just what the little kids are using.